The B-21, Dustin Manson coming out of the front-wheel drive, or out of the Figure 8 racing, joining the front-wheel drive street stock out of Paulding. Again, his dad and brother, along with the number 25, Brady Shutt out of Fort Wayne. Again, Brady part of that Figure 8 racing. Now, re-sticking his car, getting a stick put on his car for Demolition Derby action. S8, Sophia Manson. Again, not just for guys, ladies. So, ladies, you can get a car. You can get a car ready. Got the M&Ms on it. So that's a good car. Got M&Ms on it. Out of Paulding, Ohio. Did you bring some M&Ms, Sophia? Any M&Ms on hand? The peanut ones. Peanut M&Ms. The 709 up next. Kyle Rotsky up out of Huntertown, Indiana. Just up the way here, Huntertown, Indiana. 3, 2, 1. Green flag, boys and girls. Kyle Rotsky of the 709. Nick Bell of the 420 CJ. Jacob Brunton in the 707, Lou Schreider in the 3, Dustin Manson the B-21, Jedediah Gimple the number 2, Brady Shutt the number 25, Sophia Manson the S8, Canyon Nichols in the number 83.5, Jacob Ryerson in the number 45. The final car running here. A crash-in bash here tonight. Canyon Nichols at 83.5 pushing back on the Sophia Manson S8. Up to the north end. Roskilde. Here comes the 707 alongside Brunton. And that black and white red flag will come out on the arena. And we do see a bumper. We do see a go again. Green flag. Half the field down the south end, half the field on the north end. Here they come. Sophia Manson in the SA comes up, gets into the back of the 420. Nick Pell out of the number 25. Brady Shutt. Here comes the 709. Slams into Manson in the middle of the arena. Kyle Roskilde in the 709. Now Shutt down the coming down hard to B-21. Dustin Manson. They pile in. Here they go. Got a big pile up middle of the arena. Canyon Nichols there in the middle. Pell's now back underway, heading down out of the north end. Here comes the 709. Roskilde now gets into Pell, pushes him into the wall. Luke Schreiner in the number 3, taking it from Jacob Brunton in the 707. As we've got 6 cars now down out of that southeast corner. Jedediah Gimple in the number 2. Here comes Schreiner. Schreiner hard goes after Nichols. Nichols just gets by. And Schreiner smacks the wall. Now Canyon Nichols, 83.5. The B-21 plants it. Here comes Nichols. Nichols hard on the gas. As they're piled up, Jedediah Gimple in the number 2 trying to get out of the corner. Got Pells in the 420. Trying to restart. 25, Brady Shutt. Also the number 45. Jacob Robinson in the 45 trying to restart over on the Manson breaks off over the east side into 45. Shriner bumps into the B-22, or the B-21, Dustin Manson rather. Sophia Manson in a S8. Dustin trying to dig in. He got those tires. He's got the front wheel drive with that car. Trying to fly through the mud on those small tires. Canyon Nichols out of the south end, trying to run down the number 2. Can't find him. Gets into the left side of the Jedediah Gipple. Now Canyon Nichols back down to the south end. Nick Fells in that blue and purple car. Here comes Nichols again. Nichols this time. Slams the front end of Jedediah Gipple. Thumbs up to his fans over on the east side. Canyon Nichols. Big thumbs up, both thumbs up for Canyon Nichols in that 83.5. Now, Gipple goes after Shutt in the 25. Nichols wants to hear his fan club over there. On the east side, again Nichols. Here comes Shriner. Shriner going to try to hit him. Nichols on the way in time. Can't get the hit. Shriner can't get the hit on Nichols. Now Shutt gets a piece of the back end. Nichols trying to move around, drive around, gets past the number 3. Hells gets piled in to 709. Kyle Rocket piles Pells into the middle of the arena. Now Pells, hard on the gas, goes after the backside. Rocket tries to take him to the north wall. Here comes Gipple, hard to that right side. Dustin Manson breaking off, come home with the 9 spot. Jedediah Gipple in the number 2 on the west wall. Gipple in the number 2. Canyon Nichols now goes after Pells. Sophia Manson in the S8. Dustin's out. Sophia carrying on the Manson name. Now Canyon Nichols out. Here comes Shriner. Shriner piles in. They got 5 cars piled up northwest corner. Here comes Gipple now after the Canyon Nichols car. Carter now trying to refire the M&M machine. Shutt comes down, gets a piece of Luke Shriner. Here comes Sophia Manson in the number 8. Canyon Nichols dragging that rear tire, but the front wheel drive car keeps on going all the way down to the south end. Shutt up to the north. Here comes Nichols now. Hill's in the way. Nichols gets a piece of Hill, bounces off, gets a piece of the 25, Brady Shutt. Kyle Waskiv is a 709.
Hey, Nolan, move over. Paisley, move over. Hey, we're gonna have my step right here.
Jedediah Gipple got Sophia Manson behind him, got the wall in front of him, trying to rock his way out. Manson got her car there. Here comes the 709, Roskiv. Luke Shriner, that's silver number 3. Here comes Nichols. Out of the middle. Nick Fells in the 420. As Canyon Nichols bounces off, goes to the north end, shuts down the pass for the 25. Now tries to pin in Shut, able to drive to the left, get around. Fells in the 420 now. Now he'll break off, the 420 breaks off. Nick Fells breaks off in the 420. Schreiner back down to the south end. Gipple, here comes Schreiner out of the south. Gipple drives back to the middle. Schreiner gets a piece of the right rear. Now Schreiner tries to go after the right front, but can't get it. Gipple moves out of the way. Here comes Nichols again, chasing down Schreiner. Tonight, Gipple up on the front end of the SA. Sophia Manson. Now the 707 breaks off. 707, Jacob Brunton breaks off alongside that west wall. So just over half the field still running. Now Schreiner trying to refire the number 3. Here comes Gipple. Gipple plows into Shut over here on the west wall. Schreiner now on the clock. 709 Lockstep. Nichols. Here comes Manson, gets the hit from around the right side by Gipple. Red flag comes out. Red flag going to come out on the field. Roaring up the green flag here again. Half the field. 5 cars left running here. 5 cars started. Canyon Nichols in the 83.5. We got Brady Shut at the number 25 as Nichols gets a piece of him up in the north end. They got Jedediah Gipple in the number 2. Sophia Manson in the SA trying to refire that pink M&M machine.
It's probably not going to start now.
Luke Schreiner still trying to fire the number 3 here. And looks like Schreiner now going to have to break off. Can't go after the restart here. So down to our final 4. The 25, we got the 83.5, the number 2. And now it sounds like the S8 down, the Sophia Manson trying to refire, keep the car running. Tries to pop it in gear, wants to go, but Sophia Manson in the S8 trying right in the middle of the arena, that pink M&M S8 car trying to refire on the clock here. Canyon Nichols again works out of the east side. Shut out of the way in time. Jedediah Gipple in the number 2.
I can't believe 25's still going.
Here you gotta give people space to walk with us.
Canyon Nichols is out of this north end of the arena. Here comes Gipple. Gipple on the gas, goes that hard after Nichols. Tries to push him out of the arena. Hanging on, Canyon Nichols at 83.5 as Brady Shut in the S25 tries to steer in, get a piece. Now goes after the right side of Gipple. Our final 3 now as Manson drops out, finishes in the 4th spot. Our final 3 now on the podium. Here comes Gipple again, goes after Nichols. Nichols tries to get out of the way. Gipple steers into him, gets him from the right side. Now Nichols on the gas.
And Brady, go after him.
Canyon Nichols and Brady Shut. Tail to tail on the west side. Nichols again back down the south side. Pops it in reverse, looks over his shoulder. Manson vehicle in the way. The car stalls. Now Nichols trying to refire. Right alongside of Manson. Nichols as Gipple works up the north end on Shut. Canyon Nichols, 83.5. Motor stalls, middle of the arena. And on the clock now for Nichols. Red flag comes out on the field.
That's 83.5.
Canyon Nichols out of the car. They're going to rig a fire extinguisher out. Play our final pair over the north end. Jedediah Gipple, the number 2. Brady Shutt in the 25. As Gipple puts the bumper into the right side of Shutt. Get a piece of that right front. Trying to get into that tire. Pop that tire on the number 25. Gipple again hard on the gas. Gets the number 25. Trying to steer. Trying to make the turn is the number 25. Brady Shutt. Shutt tries to back away. Gipple now tries to turn. Got that right front tire hit. Cocked into the center of the car. But able to back away. Fire back on to get. Now got a piece of the number 25. Now carrying a piece of the front of the number 25. Got the fender. Right front fender of the 25. Now on the number 2 is Gipple. Now takes the back end. Now that looks like the trunk lid goes up on the number 2. Gipple comes back hard into the right side.
What?
Brady wasn't hitting hard enough.
That's Dustin's third car, right?
Yeah.
Brady Shutt gets a piece of the back end, but pops his radiator fluid. Pouring out of the front end now, the 25. It was no fender there to protect it. That Gipple now comes after that front end. Steam pouring out again. No fluid now in the radiator. Running through the block for that car. Gipple hard on the gas. Fender's still hanging out there. Gipple again punishing that right side as Shutt trying to get out of the way, but Gipple able to counter all the moves that Shutt's making. Shutt out of the way in time. Now comes after the left rear on Jedediah Gipple's number 2. Motor stalled down to 25. Hard in there with the front end. Jedediah Gipple just now hanging out for a Saturday night cruise. Looking out the window there on the windshield. Looking over the number 25, waiting for the flag to fall. On the clock, trying to restart. 25, Brady Shutt. Billy Garmer there. Sick goes off. Sick breaks off by Brady Shutt. And Jedediah Gipple will pick up the win in the number 2.